The first moment is like, boom, here we go. And then I'm like, oh shit. I've had feelings of being in flow in other areas of my life in different ways. Some people get it through yoga, through running, jogging, meditating, dancing. I can get in flow in the car and I just feel like I know what I'm doing, which is an incredible feeling because I just didn't know what I was doing. Really a lot didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. And so to start to connect in that way feels awesome. There are a lot of times when I'm on the track and I just am talking to myself about what I need to do and when I need to do it so that I'm not off anywhere mentally, because that's when I make mistakes. And I'm also coaching myself. Let's push, Tane, let's go, let's push. You can do this, you can go faster than this. Because the only thing standing in my way right now, I'm clear, is me. My name is Tayne Griffin. I am 43 years old at this very moment. A mom of two, 11-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. Been married to my husband coming up on 17 years. We met at ASU. I moved out here in the middle of a monsoon in August of 1999 and swore I'd never ever make this my permanent home. I was leaving the moment I could. And we met and all that changed. So here we are, 17 years later. Although I'm petitioning for summers off. So we found racetrack life. We found Apex Motor Club, and one of the dreamers behind it, Jason Pluck, he and my husband met online because he was selling a car, and we went to go test drive it. Ultimately, we bought the car. Jason and my husband, Eric, stayed in touch, and he told us at the time about this race club. It's sort of like a country club, but for racing, and I thought it was such a cool idea. And what a fun thing to be involved in. I didn't necessarily think it would be fun for me, but that my husband would really love it. About a year later, Jason invited us down for a family day at the track, and we all went. I just thought, this will be fun, let's see what we think. And at the same time, I was also petitioning with my husband about the fact that there aren't a lot of things that we do together anymore that we really enjoy. Over 17 years, we've gotten pretty locked into the things we like, and I mean, we met at ASU and we really liked partying and just sort of hanging out with friends and, you know, life happens, careers, kids. So I thought, we need to find something that we enjoy doing. Then the racetrack family day came up and I said, let's go. This was obviously pre-pandemic, so there were a ton of people and just, it felt really, really fun, high energy. And I got in the car to do what's called a lead and follow. And there's a professional race driver in front of you and you have your own car behind them. You follow them around the track and they push you to go a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. And Jason asked him, are you gonna join? He goes, that totally depends on how she gets out of this car. If she gets out of this car with a big smile on her face, the answer is yes. If she gets out of this car with any other expression, probably not. And I pulled up and I got out of the car and I was like, ding! He handed his credit card over and was like, sign us up. In the beginning, I was just terrified. It doesn't get any easier. I'm like already almost shaking. I would get sick, nervous stomach. I did 2 days of academy, which basically means I show up 5 hours for 2 straight days, and it's just me on the track and some incredible people helping me learn how to drive it. So we break it down corner by corner. When to brake, when to gas, how to brake, how to gas, how to turn in. When I'm on the track and I'm driving, I can't think about anything else. I can't think about my kids. I can't think about other projects going on, nothing. There are no worries that can get in the way because I have to be so focused. So it's in a way a type of meditation, but it's also really intense. It's a powerful machine and it's incredible, just the way that it works, the way that it responds, the things that you can do with it. And I'm telling it to do those things, but at the same time, there's so much pressure to not completely fuck it up. I have control, but also I have the control to really mess things up. There's a balance, but I have all the influence when I'm sitting behind the wheel of a car. Now, track conditions, weather conditions, other drivers, that's a variable, but ultimately that car's gonna do what I tell it to do. So that part gets a little intense. I'm hoping that part gets easier as I go. Well, I'll start with this. In 2020, I chose a word for the year. Keep in mind, this was pre-COVID, this was pre all the things, and I chose the word surrender. And man, did I get the opportunity to practice it last year. I did not realize the power of choosing a word and then having to like live inside of it with extreme circumstances. So as we were coming into 2021, I asked myself, okay, well, what word do I want now? And I was really feeling that internal sort of transition already. And I just really, I want to be curious about things. I want to experiment with things. I want to find things that turn me on, things that engage me, things where I'm like, oh, I never knew I would even like that. I didn't know. And so the Tane Experiment was, oh my God, I'm gonna do this with racing, because I had just been introduced to it. I had just taken the academy with it. And I thought, you know what? This is something I could take on. And they sent out all of the race results from the previous racing season, and there wasn't a single woman listed on it. And I'll never forget the night I printed it out and I walked into the room where my husband was, and I said, look at this. Do you see something missing? There's not a single woman on this list. And I go, challenge accepted. So I don't know, I just felt like the need to do something like this. So the Tayne Experiment for 2021 is racing. Like learning how, dealing with myself and getting out of my own way so that I can be better, and hopefully leading by example so that other women feel like they can get out there and do it. There are a couple of women that are out there that are kicking my ass when it comes to speed. They're so fast, they're so good. And I'm like, teach me your ways, I wanna do it. But at the same time, there isn't a community around it yet. If I can be the person that builds that community and still is improving in my own skin and in my own mind and on the track, then that's what I want the Tane Experiment to be. What will it be in 2022? I don't know. But this year, the goal is clear, I can see it, and we're working incrementally to make it happen.
I almost forgot how amazing you are on camera.
You are epic. Thank you.